agriculture is the number one. Number one. Yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation.
It is Thursday. It is Agriculture Thursday. I am CJ, and today JD is going to be talking to you about your plants, your animals, your water, your food. He's going to be talking agriculture. Stay tuned.
Jack this and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the old thing flap. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget art.
Good morning to all listeners. My name is JD. I hope you had a restful night's sleep. And I wish that whatever stress you have will wash away with peace and happiness to surround you today. And may God shine with abundance of blessings upon you. We now get into moments of meditation and inspiration. And today we're looking at prayer. What is prayer? People define prayer in various ways, but the simplest way to describe it is communication with God and cooperation with Him. Prayer to some is a way of life. To others, it can be mysterious or complicated. Prayer is oftentimes referred to as a Christian discipline. However, prayer is a wonderful thing that provides many benefits. To whom do we pray? God, our loving Heavenly Father, wants us to communicate with Him through Him. He always listens to us when we pray. Daily prayer can bless us, our family, and those who we pray for. Prayer can invite peace into our life, help us to learn more about God's plan for us, and more. Prayer is as natural expression of faith as breathing is to life. It is through prayer that we approach the throne of God with our praises, thanks, confession, and requests. The Bible requests and encourages us to be devoted to prayer. Prayer is a priority. The Bible tells us when we pray, not if we pray. Prayer is one of the greatest gifts and privilege we have from God. God gives of His time to be available for conversation at any time of day or night. His gift to listen to our heart and to answer in ways beyond our comprehension. Prayer isn't meant to be an afterthought, a last resort when nothing else has worked. It is meant to be our guidance star, the most crucial conversation of our day. Prayer is our conversation with God and how we can develop a personal, meaningful relationship with Him. He is the God of the universe who loves us. Through prayers, He can do miracles in our hearts. Through prayers, He can bring our life into alignment with His vision and plans. Through prayer, He will bless us immensely. When we neglect and overlook prayer, we miss out on so many benefits it can provide and enrich our lives. Prayer invites the Holy Spirit into our life. Prayer restores our soul. Prayer helps us to find direction in our life. Prayer gives us a better sense of self. Prayer reduces stress. Prayer is good for our heart. Prayer improves our attitude. Prayer helps us express our gratitude. Prayer gives us hope. Prayer helps us give and receive forgiveness. There is no denying that there is much to be gained from prayer. If prayer is not a regular part of your life, will you consider making it so? What can we pray for? We can pray for difficult times, peace, broken-hearted, perseverance, self-control, your children, loving like Jesus, God's direction. When you feel unworthy, when you worry, pray for God's strength to control the control of your tongue, to be grateful, for God's provision, to grow in faith and confidence, to have hope and trust, to have thankfulness and restored relationship. Let's pray. Lord, we need your strength and your fresh touch for us to carry on. Your word says the joy of the Lord is our strength. We need your joy to replace all the parts of our mind, body, and soul. The pressures of life sometimes push us into a corner, rendering us helpless to move forward. Lord, give us strength that we may not quit. Help us to keep running the race faithfully and to find strength in your safe security places under your shadow. We need your strength to say no when we are tempted, to surrender to harmful things, or when selfishness clings to us and won't let us go. We need your strength to say yes when fear causes us to deny the convictions of our heart. We need your strength to reach out in love to both close and all those around us. You are our rock, and we run to you, believing that you will lift up our heavy arms that will fill us for the task you have given us, and that your joy will completely consume the weakness of our life and make us strong again. Mount us up with the wings of eagles, so that we will not just fly, but soar. Renew our strength. Fill us with supernatural power to overcome each obstacle in our path. With our eyes on you, Lord, with your walking beside us, walking through us, we can make it. And for this, we thank you, our Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
So, what do you have for us today?
A normal day. See what information that we could pass on to the listeners. As time goes by, I hope today we will have a very interesting program as usual.
Okay.
Yeah, while we are waiting for the reading of the scriptures
All right.
and the weather news, then we proceed.
Makes sense.
Choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. LaCroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, that's the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the old thing flap. Why everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live without clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody.
You know, JD says everybody wants to sit down in computer and they forget agriculture.
Well, we got to go
But
back.
isn't that people are saying, no, you can sit in front of your computer or behind a computer and still do
Yeah,
agriculture?
modern, yeah,
It has moved on like that?
Technology, you could stay in your house or your office, and if you computerize, you could with your phone or so, you could put on your, if you have like people who have greenhouses and which is controlled by electrical runnings, you stay, you put it on your timer and so when to come on, when to stop. We live in an age of technology, highly technology, and we thought sometimes it makes you wonder what technology, does with our lives.
One thing I know, it rules our lives for sure. When you,
Yeah.
you know, what amazes me, you know, you have Alexa, and people speak to Alexa as though Alexa is a human being. Alexa, play me that song.
Yeah, that's,
I am looking for it. As soon as I find it, I'll play it. Next thing you hear, "Tudum," Alexa is playing songs for
Yeah,
you.
technology, yeah.
That has me very, very scared, let me tell you.
Well,
So this is where we're going. So
yeah, and the-
agriculture, everything goes there too.
everything going there, everything. Everything goes into that vein. That's what man has. That what man has reached to knowledge, and it's amazing, eh?
It is amazing. That's why we have Amazon.
And-
Amazing.
And it gets things change so quick, so fast.
Oh yeah.
What you
oh,
might
yeah.
have last month becomes, obsolete the next month, and so
Yeah.
it's a wonder. And if you go to cope with these things, you cannot cope with it in any event. So
Well, I'm thinking about the older folks like me and you, so I don't know if you're calling yourself old, but we're in that bracket.
I'm not old.
Oh, well, you're elder person, man.
The age person.
Right? The age person. You know, God gets a hard time keeping up with these things because you tell them one today,
Yeah.
tomorrow their phone change, you go tell them another thing, and it says, I don't want to have nothing to do with
do
this.
this thing. Even the bank, online banking, this, all this. The age people, they can't cope with that. They didn't know that. Because even look, if you go to the bank now, before you had bank book, and they had no bank book now.
No, you don't. And
so-
even though when you go to the bank, the tellers are encouraging you to use the ATMs.
Use the ATM, and it's less work and less, and then we going back again with all this technology, all these things. Well, everybody updating their systems. So why not even in agriculture?
Well, yes.
Everybody's, we have to update our system just as well. But how much of us want to go that route, and-
Well, we are creatures of habit, and none of us really like change.
Yeah,
but
change,
change
yeah.
are coming,
Yeah,
and you
but it's-
either keep up or you get left.
Yeah, change. Nobody wants change.
No?
Everybody wants to be the way that they know it. But if you don't get into the in thing, you get left behind.
That's definitely
surely
right.
get left behind.
Yeah. Well, while
Whatever.
we're waiting for drumsticks, you can still have that little conversation when
Yeah,
you come
we
to just switch.
We
Yeah.
just go. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. But I mean, it's amazing that, you can sit behind your computer and think about setting up a sprinkler in your farm.
yeah.
You can put it on what time you want the water to start
and
sprinkling.
when to cut off.
Yes.
And, begin and end. And, yeah.
If you have lights in your home, you sit there, even on your watch or your phone,
Yeah.
and you turn your lights on in your house. There's so many things you can do these days with sitting behind a
Yeah,
computer.
the computer. Not even computer. Your phone.
Your phone is a small computer, honey.
Well, yeah, but I mean, thinking of but your smartphones, they're not foolish anymore. They become smart. Your smartphones.
Even this watch, I can do so much with
Yeah,
it.
with watch. They have modern, the things that man does now. It amazes you where, I like to look at cooking gadgets. So I like every so often you see like every month they come up with the latest 20 new gadgets. And I say, well, what else wouldn't
And believe me, there are people that sits at home and watches the same things that you do, and they buy each and every one of them
and
that
then
comes
they
out.
They get
They get carried away.
carried away by
Yeah.
those things, and then Well, like in life too, some people they make their living by just designing and
Well, yeah.
bringing on new. That's all they do. A design a product and want to make it better use this time. Let me see what can I do with it, to, and then when you look at it, you sit down and you watch it. You see, it's this thing could do all of that. I need one of that, and and then you just keep stocking up new ones and new ones, and you have them there.
Who would have thought that we could have had a man or woman with an English accent telling us where to go down the road and which street to turn on?
Yeah.
And if you lose, we're recalibrating and you turn around and so. I mean,
it's amazing. I said what man can do, and the way man has brought, the things in the world to it may be for our comfort, it may be for our good, but there is a price to pay.
well, of course,
There
there's a
is
price to pay for it.
for it.
Everything that started out, that man has created, started out to be good, to be helpful to us,
Yeah, but
But some of it is helpful in a bad way
in
to
a bad
some,
way,
and
yeah,
helpful
yeah,
good to some.
good to
So,
some, yeah. All have the good and the bad.
exactly.
The good and the bad, yeah.
So even when you go back to agriculture, you're sitting behind your desk in a computer and you do whatever you want. That is not helping you to live a healthy life.
Yeah, you just
Because
there,
you sit there and you just monitor things from behind there on a chair.
Well, and they come now with drones. Drones now could go to your field and it could monitor the field for
Yeah.
you. So you don't have to go. You're sitting down, as you say, in the office. And
I think we have drums.
Yeah.
Good morning, drums. Good morning.
ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Good. Go ahead when you're ready.
Good morning to the nation and good morning to CJ and Jerry. Good morning.
Morning, James.
I'm reading from the Word of God, Psalm 96, verses 11. Let the heavens rejoice and the earth be glad. Let the sea and the fullness of thereof. Let the fields be joyful that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the woods rejoice before the Lord our Maker. For he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Drums.
Yeah?
Hello, Drums.
Yes?
What you have to rejoice for today?
For life.
For life. Only life?
Yeah,
No friends, no enemies, nothing, just life?
life, and I rejoice for all good things and my children and everybody, for the radio station, for everybody.
All right, I'll see so.
Yeah.
All right, do have a blessed day.
You too, have a nice day.
Yeah, you too, be good.
Bye, bye.
All right.
And those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You couldn't do without clothes. And they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord.
And folks, we are going to the weather office this morning to see what the MBIA have for us today. Good morning, Andrew Charles.
Good morning to you, my listeners of Real FM. And here's weather for today, Thursday, the 13th of October, 2022. Currently, the weather is fair. Winds are from the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 11.1 millibars. That's below normal and rising. Present temperature, 27.3 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity, 86%. Yesterday's maximum temperature, 30.3 degrees Celsius. Last night minimum 25.7 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 7.2 millimeter of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 137.5 millimeters. Now to have a look at the forecast value for today and tonight. Today we expect some dry fair conditions with a slight increase in cloudiness by midday with brief light isolated showers. Maximum temperature 32 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sea slight to moderate. Waves up to 4 feet in open waters. Tide to be low at 12 noon and high at 6 p.m. Sun sets at 5:51. Rises more at 5:57. And just a repeat of the forecast, value for today and tonight. Generally fair with a slight increase in cloudiness by midday with brief light isolated showers. Maximum temperature 32 degrees Celsius. I'm Andre Charles, report for the Met Office. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Andre. Have yourself a good one.
Thanks, same to you.
Bye-bye. And there we have it. We have a mixed bag of weather these days. We don't know whether we're going to get one day of straight sunshine, but we take whatever we get. All right.
And, appreciate what comes down from above.
Yep. So we're going to do a commercial break right now, JD.
You take a commercial break and then come back.
Agriculture, a pillar in the Grenadian economy. Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. They supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery items, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. Serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth number 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call them on 409-2175 or 438-4337 and enjoy their services from your farm to your backyard. Gittins Home and Garden Center.
Are you interested in getting an affordable entertainment package that would serve your every need? Do you own a Fire Stick, Smart TV, or Android box? If the answer is yes, we have news. We can offer you a package that would cost you less than $9 per month. Yes, that's just $200 for the entire year. You would get over 9,000 live TV channels, 31,000 movies, and 4,000 TV shows for your entertainment. These channels include shows, entertainment, sports, news, movies, comedy, and lots more, including international, Caribbean, and local channels. Watch on your smart TV, phones, tablets, PC, laptop, and Fire Stick. We can also supply you with an HD Android box that would convert your TV into a smart TV. Not convinced? Then test our service now for 36 hours free. For more information, call or WhatsApp DP Marketing at 473-457-3546.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation.
Let me take a minute to say good morning to all of you who are live on Real FM. McSween Belfon, Baby Daddy, Wilma Devonish, Andrea Alexander, Pat Keep James, Ann Andrews, Christine Otley, Joycelyn Francois. Good morning to you all and thank you for checking in on Real.
And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put people without clothes. And they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the food that we had. When the cocoa, nutmeg and banana was at the highest level, now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh, that's why everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put people without clothes. And they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord, Lord, Lord.
Agriculture, a pillar in the Grenadian economy. Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. They supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery items, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. Serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth number 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call them on 409-2175 or 438-4337 and enjoy their services from your farm to your backyard. Gittins Home and Garden Center. Yes, JD, we are back.
Yeah. If my knowledge serves me right, I think we got in some brown sugar this week.
Okay.
But I was by the shop, our village shop, and she only got 1 bag to buy. But with her customer, she cannot put that up on the shelf. She could only put it there and give each customer 2 pounds.
I think that's what everybody has been doing with their brown or white.
Yeah, because sugar is becoming a problem, a real problem.
Seems as though we have a call.
Yeah, take the call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Cami.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm
How is
good.
the night?
Well, I'm awake, so that means it
Yes,
was good.
thank God.
Yes.
Give God the praise. You give him everything.
Yes, yes.
I thank God for the breath of life. It's a gift to be alive today. And good morning to your guests.
That's JD.
I know JD, but JD expect a call from me anytime it's agriculture day.
Okay.
Come up. And that going on for years.
Yeah, man, Kami.
Yes.
Good
morning, JD. How you doing?
Not too bad,
Well, yes, I did.
I didn't have a good night. I didn't get all that you got last night, so.
You didn't do what?
I didn't get all that you got last night.
Hey, I don't get nothing now, why?
What about you all in drought or something?
So,
Well, I know why you coming out when you hear half pain. And I put a little piece of ganja in my pipe and I pull it.
And you smoke
I
it.
go straight to bed. I'm not ashamed and afraid to say that.
But
because-
Kami,
Eh?
who tell them, Ganja is a herb, unlike any other herb. So why
Yes.
why do you want to tell her you can't use it for that and you can?
Yeah. And you know
yeah.
something this morning, good morning to all the agriculture people, all the people that are in the land and things. I taking injection for years. I swallowing 2-3 pills for years. And the body get used to that now and I still have pain. Anytime I take a whip, it calms the nerves and I go to sleep and I wake up in the morning good. You know? So it's not something I have to hide and be afraid. I have friends that don't like to hear me say that, but that's them. I'm a big woman, 65 years. It is the pain. I will have pain on the terminal for the day because I can't smoke the day. But when I day in my house, I'm going to smoke it. And I have no apology to nobody. I don't have to be nobody I come for that. I don't have no pong out with it. I don't even have a split here. If I get a little piece, I put it in my pipe.
And you
I
smoke it.
smoke it to get, so you relax the nerves and then I could go and sleep. Nobody want to be tossing and you using all Vicks, you using all thing, you use nutmeg oil, you don't get in a ease up. If it's that giving me a ease up to be comfortable, to go to bed, I could function, I could eat a piece of food. I'm going to do it anyhow.
Okay,
You know?
okay.
And when I don't have that, I pain till whole night, till the night.
So let me ask you something. People have different reaction to smoking cannabis.
Mm.
Do you get high? Do you eat a lot? What is it? What does it do to you?
It calm the pain, it calm the nerves.
Oh, okay.
It calm the nerves. It's not like you getting high, like some people get drunk and they harass people. It just calm that nerves in mind.
Okay.
That pain in that foot. Because your both legs is the veins and I did a surgery.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I did a surgery and it's more than 10 years.
Okay.
And it's not making the skin. And that helps. The Cocotomal used to help me, but now the body gets so used to that. It's not doing anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know for other people if they smoke because they want people to know they're smoking a ganja and they feel this and that. No, it helped me with the pain in my body when I have real pain. I remember I used to go to the hospital 3 times for the night.
Mm.
And you have nurses, nurse spirit. Is one nurse, good morning, nurse spirit. They used to sorry for me and pet me like a baby with pain. And they will give me the heaviest drugs they had it. And then I come back again as he die out. When I smoke me little tampy, me start me good.
Well,
Yes.
I cannot tell you not to smoke it because you know what it does for you. So to
Yes,
each its
I know
own.
what he does for
Yeah.
me, yes.
All right.
What I want to say this morning is, they have a lot of Zabuka boys.
Yeah, and
I have a lot.
the-
I'm giving away
Are they
price.
sweet, Kami? Are they sweet?
They're sweet and sticky too.
Can you send me up
But
a
they don't
couple?
ripe then.
Send
they,
up for
really
me.
half ripe.
That's all right.
Yes, I have.
Well, how much do you
have
sell it
some-
for?
You're getting 3 small ones for the 5 and you're getting 2 of the middle-sized one for a 5 one. Cause it's plenty.
If
A
you
lot,
see
yeah.
Xander, if you see Xander, can you send me
Well,
up a
I
couple,
see
please?
Xander all the time. Morning
can you-
Xander, in my anyway down already.
Can
Yeah,
you
you
send up
don't.
some for
I
me,
might meet
please?
you when I reach down the terminal.
You're not answering.
Because-
Can you send up some for me, please?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Mr. Donald, good morning, and to all my friends home and abroad that is listening to me. And the next thing I'm to say, JD, I have my little garden. The farmers, the officers are the pass wrong. Many times they pass here, they take little notice what I have selling. If they see me with things selling, they pass. I remember one of the agriculture man, he was on TV, a little Douglas man with a little red van. He came when he had to issue my farmer's ID card. And you know what the man tell me one day? When he passed here, he said, well, look, he go to a lot of people that have land, acres. And I only have a lot of land, just a house for them.
Mm-hmm.
And the things he see around my little place, he say he don't see on them big farms. And the man congratulate me and he get me farmer's ID for me when I went and renewed it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But he have some bad-minded people in this country here that when they see I have things selling, they have this rumor. Grenadians like rumors, you know. And to spread propaganda is stitched up. You know, it's not nice. There is so much of people in this country that when I don't have green bananas, I don't have planting, I will tell them, places they have to buy. That people I'm asking to bring this thing for me that have garden, they have land, and I know that because I go where some of them living and I see they have things on the place. And he have some men that boss men.
Kami, you know
Yeah.
it's 2 minutes you have, eh?
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
going now. And I hate these people and they're just spreading bad rumors. So I want them to stop. Don't do that to me, Sammy. I will not buy stolen things and thief nobody. Don't do that. I don't want nobody to spoil my name.
Okay. I
That's
agree.
all I have. You know? So I want to say good morning to everybody again, and I have Zabuka. Nice ones. I'm going to send up. How much you want today?
Send me $10 worth.
$10 worth. All right, I will put one on it for you.
Make sure they're not rotten inside because I send it
No,
back down with
no,
Xander.
I just eat two this morning.
all right.
That I've been eating that for the week. And a man just called me there and I had two for myself there. You hear me say that on the radio on the other station. I have come and buy. And I give him to he said good.
Okay.
I will. I
All
will
right.
send up 2 or 5 one and I will give you the rest that it could last for 2-3 days.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Have yourself a
William.
good day.
Come and get.
All right.
Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know, some people say they have avocado all over the place, and in my neck of the woods, they're like, it's gone.
You not see? No, there are a lot of avocado this year, quite a lot. Quite a lot.
And let me tell you, I'm in avocado heaven. To
No,
be quite honest.
it's quite a lot. There are quite a lot of avocado. It's avocado bear very well this year.
We have a call.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good morning.
Hi, good morning to you. How are you?
We're good, thank you. How are you?
I want to say good morning to my friend Kami.
She's
Kami,
listening.
can I get a Tuzabuka, please? I'm coming down St. George's Studio tomorrow. Can I have a Tuzabuka, please, in your Kami?
2 for 10.
I'm not talking to you, former friend.
3 for $10. 3 for 5 and 6 for 10. It depends on the size.
Well,
But-
now Kami is good friend, so Kami could...
Sorry.
Well, tell her who you are. Tell her who you are.
So what you bringing
No,
for?
she's listening.
So
Okay.
what you bringing for her?
We don't need to know that. Don't worry.
No, I'm not joking. I have lots of Zabuka. I have lots of Zabuka too.
Oh, okay.
You know, I coach Chaman, man.
I know it's coach. Yeah. I know like coach Chaman. Yeah.
Yeah. I have lots of Zabuka, and so they dropping too. Lots is dropping
Yeah.
out
After
there.
when they reach the stage, they will
Yeah,
drop off.
dropping out. So I
Yeah.
don't make I have to do it coming.
But how you getting rid of it? What you doing with the stocks that you have there?
I give it, you know, I mean, I give to people too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give to people. From my sale, you know, I mean, from I pick up 2 days before, like the Friday, and I put them to ripe, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I go and sell in grain. But some farmers, and some people say that they don't want it green because you see that somebody might buy it, you know, in Greenville, and they might buy something or lunch and might want to, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just put them to ripe. You see, like a time as yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I pick and I put them to ripe, so I could get it for the weekend to sell.
Okay. Well, continue doing a good job then.
Yeah,
Continue sharing with your neighbors.
A lot.
Yeah.
And also, I have plants, and I have clove plants, I have bergamot plants, I have tonka plants. So the farmers are we are still in the rainfalling season and we still planting. So anybody interested, just call me number and things. So all you go get.
What is your number?
Bergamot plants,
What is your number?
406
Uh-huh.
2989.
I didn't get that. 406
2989.
2989. Called Chaman. Right. So you have bergamot, tonka bean,
Clove and clove.
and clove. That's good, yeah, because you don't see much bergamot around, and even tonka beans. And these are good things that,
Yeah, bergamot.
yeah, these are good things that. And where are you located?
Well, I'm looking in Carrier, St. Andrews.
In Carrier.
Yeah, or by DC Street outside, or by the plane field past there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but this number now is only for the business people who could call me because you have some of them that you're listening and when you hear that you give you number, some idlers that is taking it on calling unknown number, they
Okay.
blocking the number.
All right. We'll tell them it's
This
only for
number is
business.
For business people.
All right.
Thank you. Have a good morning. I'm
You
to all
too.
the farmers of militia.
Yeah.
Okay,
God bless
take care.
you.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Bye. Later, yeah.
Yeah, plenty of avocados, quite a lot. And I do hope that people are making very good use of the avocado. So while
You
we
mean
on
besides eating it?
Well, yeah, I mean, but in the ways, I mean, someone said they eat a whole one every day.
Yeah, we have another call. You want it?
Yes, take the call.
Good morning.
Yes, I called back culture man. If you coming down, you get two.
Cultureman has avocado.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
He's just pulling your legs.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right.
It's so much because a man bring a whole set. A set of book. He has some the bottle headed big too. $5 you could get for one.
Drop the price, come here. Let
I
everybody.
drop the price. That's why I said 2 for 5 and 3 for 5.
Yeah, drop the price.
I get some small one now.
Yeah, I want
And
the
I
3
don't
for
want to
5,
throw them
just so
away.
you know. The 3 for
All
5
right,
is what I
I'm gonna
want.
send up here so you
All
know.
right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was saying that they eat every day. They eat one.
If I do eat one a day.
They probably eat, if they're doing smoothies, they put it in some smoothies.
Some I don't like it in the smoothie, you know.
Yeah,
It makes it really thick because you see, I use sea moss.
Okay, well, yeah.
Thick galore.
Yeah, but you don't put a lot. You just
No.
put probably a less.
I rather eat it. Or I make salad. And,
Salad,
Yeah.
yeah. And then if you have cucumber, you mix cucumber with avocado and a little coconut oil, man, that's so nourishing.
I kind of guac it sometimes. I mash it,
but
I put
mash
lemon
it,
juice
yeah,
and a
then,
little bit of salt.
They have a little bit of lemon, and even you could make ice cream. As a matter of fact, yesterday someone coming from St. Lucia, I think it's St. Lucia, where they mixed, but the person is a Grenadian living in St. Lucia, where they make coconut, avocado, what do you call it? Those suckers. They mix coconut and avocado and the suckers. Yeah, that's so.
You were saying that you had something to talk about avocado seeds.
Avocado seeds, yeah. While you're on avocado, we talk about the seeds. Because someone last week called and asked if this was about the seeds, yeah. Now, I hope you're listening, caller who was there last week. Most people toss the avocado seeds into the garbage. Avocado seeds are not only healthy, but they have been used in traditional medicine for centuries. Avocado seeds contain tannins, which is a mild toxic chemical. One has to consume a large quantity of these seeds before you can have any negative health effect of it. A study by the Scientific World Journal concluded that avocado seeds extract was safe. Avocado seeds are loaded with folate, vitamin B, and healthy fats. Now, folate could be going to as folic acid. It's a natural form of vitamin B9. Avocado seeds contain antifungal and antibiotic. Eating avocado seeds has valuable health benefits. It helps fight cancer. It benefits heart disease patients. It helps with the digestive system. It strengthens the immune system. It helps reduce wrinkles. It fights inflammation and people with Alzheimer's. It helps regulate blood sugar and weight loss. It also helps with the skin and fight pathogens. How to use this seed. You remove the seed, you rinse it in cold water, you dehydrate it for 2 hours in the oven at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So you put it in the stove at a very low heat.
The oven?
Yeah, in the oven. And let it dehydrate for about 2 hours. And they say once dehydrated, place it in a high-speed blender or food processor to form a powder. And you can use the powder in herbal teas, smoothies, sauces, stir fries, and healthy dips. And another easy way to probably you could grate it.
That's what I was thinking, you grate it.
You grate the seeds, yeah, and then you put it.
And blend it afterwards.
No, in the same oven, so it will dehydrate a lot faster.
Okay.
People with dehydrators, there are a few people with dehydrators, and you put it into a powder and use it for like all the different, when you're cooking, your smoothies, your teas, you could make avocado teas, you could do sauces, you could do stir fries, healthy dips.
So you're telling me, For the longest while, I heard about the avocado seed. I never really paid because you can actually use the seed for to mix it with shampoos and so for your hair.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that a while ago. But I'm like, well, avocado seed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we've been throwing away those
A lot of
seeds
things, yeah.
for the longest while. And it has the effects of vitamin B9,
B9, yeah,
folic acid, antifungal use, helps fight cancer, heart disease. It helps with the digestive system, wrinkles, inflammation. It controls your blood sugar, weight loss, all these things.
A lot of benefits, yeah, from the seeds, yeah. And people with arthritis, and the lady, sometime last year, when avocado was out of existence, and she was asking someone to get some seeds for her, because she said that helps with. She grates it and she applied to the affected areas. But I was remembering, no, avocado is out of season. Where you getting the seed? But I remember, if you go below a tree, an avocado tree, where they ripen and they fall, they will start to grow. So you will get a few seeds there. Yeah.
So does that mean that we don't have to use all the seeds at the same time?
No.
So we can collect avocado
The
seeds,
yeah, and,
wash it, put them in a bag. Maybe we can put them in the freezer or the fridge.
Once you do that, once you dehydrate it, and you put it you grind it into the powder, it will last you for quite a while.
But I'm thinking if you just pick up the seed and you wash it, it's clean.
Yeah.
And you're not ready to dehydrate it as yet. Can you just bag it and store it
you
somewhere?
could, but I think doing it once you get it fresh, I don't think that should be a problem. Once you get it grounded, it can become like a powder. So you have it there when you could. I don't think it spoils easily. So once it's been dehydrated, and you get it in the powder form, it should last you quite a long time.
That's good to know.
So a lot
So
of
we
things.
should not be wasting it now. We just cut it in two, just dump the seed and that's
But
it.
you
We
don't even
should
have to,
just
some of them,
suffocate.
once you open it, the seed just
It falls off, yeah.
They split open. And, because even in the growth part, when they start to grow, they separate. And then the little plant, the little shoots comes out between them.
Between.
That's what happens.
I planted an avocado tree twice and because I like it so much, the tree is not growing at all. So I need somebody to plant me an avocado tree. Maybe my thumb is not green for that one at all.
What type? Which one you planted?
What do you mean which one?
Yeah, is it the one that you got? Did you get the one from Maribor? You want that to pick up some?
Somebody gave me a plant from in the garden.
Okay.
So where should I get it from?
You could get a tree from me. One from the Maribor.
From the Maribor Propagating Center?
Propagating Center,
Okay.
yeah. You could get one from me.
You have?
That's why I said you could get one from me.
Well, Here how I'm hearing it. You could get one from Maribor with the me not coming out strong, so that's what I'm asking.
That's what, I said to you, you can get one from me.
And I'm like, well, did you say I could get one from you?
Yeah.
I wanted to be sure on that because I'm all here is
Positive.
mirror.
Yeah, positive.
Mirror.
Positive.
Okay.
You get one from me.
All right. So I'll have space. I'll plant it. Let me tell you, in my little backyard, I've got coconut trees. I've got soursop tree. I've got sugar apple. I've got cherry. What else do I got? I've got 2 mangoes. I've got stuff to sustain me, but I need an avocado.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, even have to eat coconut and sugar until I need it.
You gotta eat. The time is coming.
The time has come. I have to eat something, and if there is any sugar.
Eat what you have,
Yes.
Eat what you have.
Maybe I'll just sprinkle some honey on it, eat that
yeah,
too.
Yeah, you grate your coconut and
Maybe I'll make cheap for the rest of the time.
you don't have to. You just eat it like that. What's nice as I remember growing up. When you have dry corn.
Dry corn and coconut.
And coconut, you dry corn and coconut.
I think I had so much of that when I was younger that even though somebody cut a coconut water, not for me, I just drink the water and I don't bother with the flesh.
No, you take
no,
the flesh,
I can't.
eat the flesh.
Yeah.
If the flesh is hard, some people you cut. And then go back to the old time days, like childhood days.
Yeah, go back to basics.
You a little bit of sugar, and you eat that, and you feel.
Let me tell you, our whole life with coconut is something else, Yeah. The coconut grow, we cut the coconut, we have the water. If the coconut is hard enough, we make oil with it. We use the oil to lotion our bodies.
Yeah, the oil body
we shining
lotion.
like glass. We lotion our body. It's in our hair. We eat it. It's like Our whole life is a coconut, if you put it that
coconut.
way.
And the thing about the coconut, the whole tree is beneficial. You cut the stem for people take and make for pillars.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. The branch, the part that holds the coconut, use it for broom.
For broom, yes.
Use the leaf for some countries for a roof.
For roof or shade, yeah.
Yeah,
You make a thatch hut. Yeah.
And there's a part that comes on it. You use it for strainer.
Oh, the kind of fine thing.
Fine.
Yes.
Yeah, use that as
I haven't seen that for a while.
well, just people know they don't think, but
Yes,
depend
yes.
on where you know, and coconut has so many uses, so much uses, quite a lot of uses.
Yeah.
Going back to avocado, well, maybe next week probably I could do a lot more. Even the leaves of the avocado is good for, has beneficial properties in it, and it's good for women. You could do it for like the avocado for toast, for your bread, just avocado and bread, and so maybe next week I probably do a little more on the avocado itself. Yeah. A little on I was talking about sugar, brown sugar, which they probably got. So more or less, probably by weekend, the shelf will be empty again. I don't know what I don't know what the problem with Grenada. Who they probably supplied, but I know one of the countries normally would get from having problems. So they were saying to St. Vincent that they would not get sugar till maybe November.
Didn't we get sugar from Guyana though?
Demerara.
Yeah,
Yeah, Demerara, yeah. Gaisuco. They are the ones, the main. Well, there are two main countries in South America as Central America that produce sugar.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Hey.
Morning, Joe. You can't get away with it.
Oh boy.
You can't hide. That voice can't hide you.
Zabuka seed. But grated too, in a big part of the grater.
Right, the coast part, not the fine.
I think we lost Joe. Joe, if you're listening, call back.
Yeah. If you can call back, then I'll go back to it. So yeah, with the sugar, you get Ghana. Ghana is one of the major suppliers. Guyana and Belize.
Okay.
They are the two main, and they are both into. They're not into the Caribbean area, but they are both in the CARICOM market. They are in Central America, but they are into the CARICOM market. So, but I know I think Guyana had some problem, and to Belize. They are the two countries we get sugar from. So I don't know what the problem now probably with Grenada, and that had to be probably with it, probably the trade, how you pay, and again everything in the world is happening. So then. Even to get a shipment to you could be a problem. So a lot of things, and we tend to blame people, and you see, marketing board, but no one knows exactly what is the problem. So you don't blame, just keep blaming and saying,
well, since before sugar was a problem, we were blaming marketing board because people could hardly get anything there when they go to shop, and I think hence the reason why the government was talking about doing something with marketing board, because if this is our main place for getting what we want in the country and we're not getting it, so something has to give.
Yeah, but I think they should probably think carefully about what you're doing, and then before making that big decision. Yeah.
I am not going to put blame on it because I don't know how they.
What is the thing? Probably how it's run, the order, because something like sugar, you should be able to, when you're doing sugar, brown sugar, you should be able to have, I would say, standing order. So I'll give you a booking for the whole year, but every month you'll supply me with this quantity. It all depends on how they operate.
I think Joe calling back. Let's see.
Let's see if Joe is there.
Good morning, Joe.
No, this is not Joe.
Oh, no, it's Primus. Primus, welcome back to the Agriculture Show. You have not been calling.
Good morning, Claire. Good morning, TJ. Good morning, DJ. Most of the time I listen,
Listening is not calling, Primus. We established that.
I go to program, sometimes take me while I'm in the field.
Oh, okay.
Planting and doing something or whatever. But sometimes I always listen to the agriculture program. That's my program. Jerry,
what I really called to ask you about, I know you notice it. There have been a shortage of lettuce and cabbage in a small way, but lettuce especially, for the past couple, 2 months.
Yeah, I don't know if this. Sorry. Yeah.
In my opinion, in my experience, what I've noticed, I want to sort of have the effect on the seed. Because what I noticed for the past couple of weeks I've been doing, I do my nursery and so on. Nursery out, EDM, potting mix and so on, and put in the trees. And you did whatever you want to have been doing for the longest while. And one thing in the tree, they would start rotting. At one time I couldn't believe. Sometimes 3 6 are the most that remain in the tree, in the tree. All died. I went back again and I put some kale. I said, I'm going to replace it with kale. And the same thing happened. I look at my seed house now, right there now. And what I've been replanting over and over in the trees. I sowed cucumbers. They have, I'm not blaming the soil, because I sowed cucumber direct in that soil, and they are germinating perfect. But somehow the lettuce, I do 2 varieties of lettuce. I do the Mineto and the Trinity. But somehow I want to believe that the Mineto has some sort of problem. Even though when I plant them in the field, all I plant my do is 10 manual. I don't use any chemical on my
Okay.
No chemical at all.
I think there's a problem.
Whatever you want, you just go a certain way and it just remain there. So I don't know if it's condition or we call it that way, or the seed. But I want to believe the seed just rotting in seedlings in trees.
Primus, before you continue, we have BJ here also. Good morning, BJ. So if JD cannot help, BJ might be able to help give you some heads up on that too. So go ahead.
BJ, sorry, I didn't know BJ
You just stepped in.
Yeah, respect.
Yeah, but let me just stay and I'll turn you over to BJ.
I'll cut off.
Yeah.
I listen over here.
Okay.
Every year they have a problem with probably with lettuce. I think over the years, every year I follow this, and then you have a problem with lettuce, even if the seeds problem. I don't know, and then the climatic conditions, especially with the greens. A farmer told me he planted 10 trees of broccoli, and he didn't get one. So a lot of people complaining about that. About that. I don't know the weather pattern. I don't know what is the problem. And listening to something lately with the GMOs and all the big players, because they had mentioned Monsanto, who was one who was a big player in the world's seeds and pesticides and so on. And he had sold that company, but there seems to be a problem. There seems to be, if the plant's not getting the right nutrients and so for them, for sometimes you put them to in the seedling stage, you have a problem. BJ, can you?
Yeah, BJ grows lettuce like rain, so tell us here.
But no, BJ system is different from.
There are certain things that sometimes you just can't explain. And you have to keep it under observation. Last year, I heard Primus had the same issue around this time, and it seems to be having the same problem this year again. In relation to lettuce seeds, I'm using Mineto, and I don't know, I don't boil it down to the seeds. It probably has something to do with some weather pattern or some condition that it's difficult to explain. I grow seeds in sterile condition. In fact, I grow them in sponge. And sometimes I use them from the same tin. And I will get a batch growing really great. I will get a batch that don't want to germinate.
Okay.
So it's not Primus alone that is having that problem. I'm having that problem too. And not just with lettuce, I have that problem with tomatoes. I had bought some tomato seeds. It's quite expensive, $1 per seed.
Wow.
And it was 1,000 seeds. So I really trying to ensure that I get everyone to grow. The first batch grew, it grew really great. Second one, I must get about 10 plants. The third one, it's like over 90% again, you know. So
It's going to skip in a generation, so
it's something not so right. I don't know if it's the weather pattern. I can't tell. They are all getting the same condition, so they should be growing, you know, similarly. But I can't tell. Sometimes it's just difficult to explain those things.
We're hearing more and more about seeds that are being genetically modified. Could that have a problem, or could that be the problem with some of this? Because we're not getting seeds anymore that we can plant today, plant next year, plant the year after. This is not happening anymore. Could that
I
be
don't really think so, Claire.
No? Okay.
I don't think so.
I'm asking because
the reason is that you're in a same batch.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot get some growing good 90%, 98%, 99%. In fact, they mark 99% purity on the
package?
On the pack.
Mm-hmm.
They expect you to almost get 100%, and you probably will get 15, 20%. And then from the same pack, 2 weeks later you sow, and 100% would come up. So it's difficult to explain. It probably has to do with the position of the moon in relation to the earth and all of those things. People before, they didn't used to plan just like that, you know.
True.
They would wait for a particular time,
Mm-hmm.
and they had, scientific reason, which they cannot explain for doing it, but they themselves don't know what they are doing is very scientific. They think it's traditional and whatever. I have a friend who has a farm in Shambo. His name is Alban. He's a really great friend. So I used to go by him and chat. And he said, BJ, you know something? I always plant with moon. And I said, why? He said, well, I learned that from my, parents and blah, blah, blah. And he seems to always doing well. So sometimes the thing that work for you, you need not change it.
Primus, I hope you listening the moon.
Yeah, some people believe in it, and some people will tell you the McDonald almanacs and stuff. Those are based on the position of the moon and zodiac signs and whatever in relation to the earth and a bag of foolishness. I don't really, believe in those because they kind of, what they probably have scientific reason that you cannot explain. Because you have to ask yourself, all them people anymore used to grow their things and things in the past. They wasn't scientific like we are. Like the Aztecs and the whatever and they knew exactly what direction to do what in relation to that, and they used to get it right.
And they survived. Yeah. I had to trim the coconut branches a while, and I asked a guy to do it, and he says, oh, it's not the right time to do it yet because the coconuts are going to come out small. And I'm like, what do you mean? He said, you have to look at the moon. I said, I'm looking at the moon big. He said, no, you have to do it.
Some people say, you need to do it around when the moon is 3 days before and 3 days after, and you will get bigger fruit. And they probably have reason for doing it. You never know. It's quite possible.
Mm-hmm.
There must be some reason.
So, Jerry, we just talk about the almanac, the McDonald.
Yeah, I'll come back to that in a while. I have one to finish off from last week. Somebody asked about the coconut oil.
Okay.
So before we delve into that, let me just give the thing on the coconut oil, and then we get into the other aspects of agriculture. Now, coconut oil has plenty benefits and can be used both topically and in cooking. Consuming virgin coconut oil during chemotherapy can help the starter of patients with breast cancer. It helps reduce the side effects of the chemotherapy. Coconut oil fights jock itch and athletic foot by applying it directly to the affected areas several times daily for best results. Add it to your diet so that you are getting a daily intake as well as external. Coconut oil has a very moisturizing, smooth effect and smooth the affected area. It fights off candida yeast infection. This is one of the very helpful attributes of coconut oil. It has been proven time and time again to work well as an antifungal. It helps cure STDs, decreases belly fat, it helps fight weight loss, it controls blood sugar levels, reduces inflammation, helps control pain, It will be very beneficial if you can replace your current cooking oil with coconut oil. It improves digestion, and this is one of the ways coconut oil can help you to lose weight. You feel lighter and feel healthier. It's overall health and wellness. Coconut oil strengthens the entire immune system and is a great booster. People who catch cold and viruses easily can use coconut oil. The fatty acids in coconut oil kill viruses and bacteria that leads to a host of problems. It detoxifies the body. A good way to clean your body internally, you should add coconut oil to your detox formula. It works to cleanse the body from inside out. The results will give you a well-balanced digestive system, which will cleanse several impurities and toxins that would otherwise fester in your body and contribute to other problems. It supports bladder health, helps urinary tract infection, promotes skin health, increases sex drive, increases good cholesterol. Coconut oil might have gotten a bad rap in the days when anything that raised your cholesterol levels was considered bad. It has been found out that coconut oil actually works to increase the level of good cholesterol and clears out the bad cholesterol. It helps combat tooth decay, moisturizing the skin with the appearance of fine line wrinkles. It conditions the hair. Coconut oil works better than most of the conditioners on the market. It is totally natural and free of all sorts of additives and artificial colors. It lubricates the skin for shaving. It strengthens bone. It relieves stress. This wonder oil can get into a natural, relaxed state. It kills germs, including bacteria, viruses, and fungus. And one of the best ways, and other people now going into the virgin one where they don't boil it.
Cold pressed.
They cold press it and they put it in the sun. Coconut oil can help with stretch marks. They say use it daily when you are expecting. It will be helpful in preventing things from occurring in the first place. So once you're probably expecting, you don't wait till but you start to use the coconut oil from that period of conception. So it will help you.
It'll help your stretch marks
diminish. Yeah. Yeah. So
the same thing they said about cocoa butter, but then again, cocoa butter comes from
it works. Cocoa butter, all those they work. Yeah, cocoa butter works. Yeah.
So we are heading to lettuce, tomato. Where were we going again?
But with the rains, BJ, what do you think about with the shortage of food coming with that kind of the rain we have? What do you think? I envisage that we could have shortage of tomato, cabbage, peppers, even some lettuce, and so for the now and probably the coming holiday.
Probably. Too much rain.
Yeah.
Is not good for anything. And so it's too much sunlight. If you have too much rain, what you end up with is a forest. And if you have too much sunlight, you end up with a desert. And
we have a call. Let's see who it is. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, my dear.
Miss
Good
Jacob,
morning.
make it fast as lightning.
Huh?
Quick.
Yes. You know, the coconut oil is very good. What I does use the coconut oil is, I use the coconut oil and the rosemary, and something that those
camphor.
Camphor. And that is very good.
Yep, it
you
is.
Put it in your coconut oil, you put the coconut oil in the rosemary, and you rub down from your head to your foot. And what I do, I cut my hair down, because I had long hair. I cut it, because I don't want nobody put their hand in my head when my head soft. So when they put their hand in my head does hurt me.
Right.
So when I use my coconut oil now, I have 75 years. I just exercise in in my veranda, bend down, touch me toe.
Okay,
and
Miss
come up.
Jacob, okay.
And I do all that.
With the
And
coconut
you know
oil.
what I want the chairman and them, I tell them already. I have a sauce-up tree. I want somebody, the agriculture man to come and look at it for me, please, thank you.
Okay.
I have a breadfruit tree. I want to come and look at it for me, please, thank you all.
I think
and
they're
you all have
listening.
a wonderful and a blessed day.
Thank you.
Miss Jacob, did you check the people by the gas station?
Yes, I checked them. They don't want to come. I don't know why. I'm a senior citizen. I don't have nobody. 75 years I have, and my little sauce up does put me good, because last week I said I get $10, 4 pounds.
Okay.
Oh God, are you please come and come and look at me, please.
We'll see what we can do, Miss Jacob.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless
Alrighty.
you. I love
you too.
love.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
So, BJ, you were talking about the wet, too much water, too much sun.
I'm finished.
You finished?
Yeah, I
Too
was
much-
saying that if you have too much sun, you end up with a desert, and if you have too much rain, you end up with a forest
So let me ask you a question. Are we having too much water now?
for certain crops.
Or certain crops? Okay.
Like maybe for vegetable, for 3 crops is ideal.
I think
Okay.
can't you do well now, right?
Corn grow fast, corn is a grass.
Yeah, so can't you do
So
that?
it should
That
grow
should feed
fairly
your corn.
fast.
Yeah, that should.
You were saying, JD, that we may have fruit shortages of a few vegetable and fruits.
Uh,
Florida.
Vegetable,
Florida got bit by
Hurricane.
by hurricane, and you know the oranges and so comes from most oranges come from Florida, citrus.
Yeah, that's
so
citrus.
there will be a shortage of citrus worldwide per se, because when Florida oranges and so is not in action, the price you pay for one orange is that you better just go and get lime or buy lemon juice in a bottle and make juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way the things going, a lot of countries are they're having shortages. Quite a lot of either they get too much water, or they get too much heat, sunlight, hot days, and so they have, a lot of people, a lot of countries suffering. You're not the only one.
I know.
Yeah.
We have another caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you just step away from your radio? It's echoing like crazy.
No, I take the radio off now.
Thank you.
Yeah, DJ, BJ.
Morning.
And what's the young lady name again?
My name is CJ.
CJ. All the J's, yeah. but I hear everything about all kind of plans. I hear about nutmeg and mace. And you have so much, I want to know about what's going on in nutmeg and mace, and I want to know what's going on with back pay, kind of thing too. Because I listen to the senator of farmers. I don't hear you really listen to that. You ain't talk nothing about farm labor, you ain't talk nothing about nutmeg, but we get with back pay. 5 years now, they might get a cent. All they're talking about is pension and pension. Well, our nutmeg back pay like we pension. When we hear something, I don't know. DJ, give me a little touch on that.
BJ,
Thank
he
you.
wants you to tell him.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As the senator, and the senator working in nutmeg, is the senator working in nutmeg, BJ?
He's the manager.
He's the manager of nutmeg,
Yeah.
so.
Speaker of the House is the chairman.
So we write up Nutmeg Alley?
So, if something do happen for the nutmeg industry, mentioned it before, you had the Prime Minister who used to be board member, and he's the law firm is to represent GCNA. So if something don't happen, in that particular area, we should mark this people and them for death. Because, they're too close for something don't happen.
And isn't the Minister of Agriculture used to work in GCNA too at one point?
The Minister of Agriculture used to be the property manager of GCNA.
Wow. So the whole
The whole entourage.
The whole echelon is
Yeah,
GCNA.
a whole posse.
Okay.
So if something don't happen in that particular area, then those people are just proud. They're too close for something don't happen.
But for years, the farmers has been crying out. They are not getting any back pay. They are not getting anything going for them that is good, and they are working hard. And I think now, because as you were pointing out, the property manager, the lawyer, everybody that is right now is part of the GCNA, so something should give for the farmers.
Yeah. You see, Claire, I have the notion that the world is an ever-changing place, and if you don't change, the world gonna change and leave you. It has nothing to do with you. You can stay along. What will happen is that you will get dragged along with the changes. And I think the Nutmeg Association is taking too long to change the way that they do business. Hence the problem that you have, this clamoring about back pay and farmers don't know what it is going on and those kind of things. You have a 1940 something ordinance that you're still using. You don't want to change a wording. You think it's a Bible. You were talking about in recent time about merging the GCNA and GCA so you can get better representation and the economics of it might be better played out. All of a sudden those things are things of the past and disappeared and you wouldn't hear about them again, and people will continue to collect the little stipend to help them at the end of the month to pay the bills and whatever, and they don't care what happened to the institution. Those are the kind of things. When you have people in places being elected or selected to serve on those things based on those boards, based on political affiliation, you're asking for trouble. It should be based on people's ability to do the job. And it all boils down to the farmers, they need to mind their own business. We're not minding our business as we should. Because some of the things that are happening or will let happen right before our very eyes, we are all part and parcel of it, How comes we can decide who can, rule us and govern the country for, next 5 years, and we can decide who's going to, seriously run our institutions for us? Think about it. You have people who jump on those boards, jump in, make wrong decisions. They don't care, they get back out. Next few years, you recycle them again, you put them back, a reoccurring decimal. You're asking for trouble.
But how many times somebody on the boards, they're always there? There must be something beneficial to them.
I'm not disrespecting anybody, but some of these old people and them, they're on those boards and them. They're outdated. How we should put it, man? They outlive their use.
You mean they need to go?
No, they need to go.
How do you put it?
I'm not sure if it's need to go.
Leave the board.
They need to come out there and go.
Well, they need to go. We got a call. Let's see if we can take this. Good morning.
Good morning to the gentleman and to you, madam.
Good morning, Clifford.
Yeah.
2 minutes, eh?
Okay.
No, thank you.
BJ just touched a very important point there, because too often we see these things just circling, I remember once when Mr. Church was the acting Minister of Agriculture, and he asked the Nutmeg Board, BJ will remember that, to present a report in 2 weeks, and otherwise he will be dissolved in the board. And the matter went to court, and the judge put a stay. He said, well, the general meeting for electing a new board will be 2 weeks away. So wait on the general meeting. And only one board member that came out. Everybody else went back into the same position. Went back as members of the board. I'm saying that to say that too often we keep having this spin around as nothing been done. Just imagine this new Minister of Agriculture is stating now that they're between 7 to 10 positions in the agricultural head offices that is not being filled. Something has to be wrong. How you could have 10 vacancies in the Ministry of Agriculture to be filled that's not been filled. Recently, I know that Mr. Thompson was promoted to be the Chief Technical Officer in the Ministry of Agriculture. So why should you have 10 positions not being filled, not even by an acting person? So where are we going? How will we lift agriculture if we don't have those status? Yes, we know that the other government had this plan where you had every 10 person that go home, you employ 3. But don't tell me that over a period of years you're going to have over 10 positions not being able to fill. For the longest time now, officers have resigned as extension officers from the Cocoa Association and Ministry of Agriculture, and we don't have any replacement. For the longest time, we're hearing phone are not working in the Ministry of Agriculture offices. We cannot operate under those things. And it doesn't make sense that government coming in or people coming in and say, okay, we're going to do better, and a little way down the road, you gone back into the same slum. People start talking about nutmeg bonus now again, because we near to December. Will the association ask government for a handout again? Both cocoa and nutmeg, would they? So we have to wake up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. BJ, as you say, farmers
That's
have to
the
learn
point,
to mind their business.
To mind their business and mind it properly.
Yeah.
Claire, let's face this thing.
Stick a pin in that. Let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
No problem.
A pillar in the Grenadian economy. Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. They supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery items, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. Serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth number 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call them on 409-2175 or 438-4337 and enjoy their services from your farm to your backyard. Gittins Home and Garden Center.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one.
Agriculture, a pillar in the Grenadian economy. Gittins Home and Garden Center, your main pillar for agricultural supplies in Grenada. They supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings, and nursery items, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. Serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth number 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. Cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call them on 409-2175 or 438-4337 and enjoy their services from your farm to your backyard. Gittins Home and Garden Center.
Yes, agriculture is the number one.
Yes, gentlemen, we are back.
All right. Before we continue on what you were doing before, let me just give the planting dates. The 13th and the 14th, according to the Farmers Almanac, the 13th and the 14th are poor days for planting. The 15th and the 17th, good days for transplanting, best days for planting underground. 15th and the 17th, good days for transplanting, best days for planting underground. The 18th to the 21st are considered barren days. And the 22nd to the 24th, say they are favorable days for planting root crops. 22nd to the 24th, favorable days for planting root crops. According to the McDonald Almanac, there's no dates for the next week, both above and below ground. Yep, I hope you have it.
Okay, so people, you heard when it's planting, when it's not planting, and just to take it easy. So, Beej.
Yes, Claire, as I was telling you, since we're on this nutmeg business, here we are, farmers are calling and saying, are we getting back pay or we're not getting back pay? You have an institution where you have more or less, I think, 9 representatives from the farmers or whatever, or something, or 6, whatever, and 3 from the government. That's how they select the members on the board, something to that extent. So you have 9 people on the board. Now those 9 people, they are obligated to the farmers of this country, not to anybody else. How you have farmers 1 month before they normally would give back pay, because November, December is when they normally give back pay. They're still clamoring, are we getting something? Are we not getting anything? They don't understand the financial, position of the nutmeg industry or the cocoa industry. Somebody had to meet with them at the end of the year. And this should be an ongoing thing. You should be able to, meet quarterly and people update you on the happenings of those things, because it's your business. What you waiting on? You're waiting for a year or 2 to pass and only to find that you are in serious trouble. And you say, let's move this person because you're vexed. Or let's move that person. And who you put in? Somebody else who is, similar in nature and in quality. What do you expect? You expect changes? In a lot of cases, clear. People who have businesses, smart people, they don't operate it themselves,
True.
They get people who are smarter and better than them to operate it for them, Yeah. So they use the smart people to make money so they can live their life leisurely. Well, that's all we need to do, Sometimes we cannot handle the thing ourselves. It go in and leave us. The world changing, the market forces changing, the world's a dynamic place. So you have to have people who can keep up with modern day times in terms of how you do your marketing, how you do your, your distribution and all of those things.
Quite true.
Too many times, Claire, we're stuck in our old way and we have no space for the new one. As the new one pop up here, we're ready to chop it off. Well, you cannot truly develop in that way. You can get left behind, like we are getting left behind. Once upon a time, I think we was the second largest producer of nutmeg in the world.
Yeah,
now we are about 12, 10, 15.
Maybe we're not even there. Maybe we're not even there.
Ask yourself.
We down the line. Other countries are can they see our weakness? Yeah, they realize our.
But we keep ourselves weak, JD. Because all people the people that are controlling it is not doing anything to make it better.
What is the incentive to grow nutmegs?
Nothing.
When the price was $5 and you don't get, you still used to get a back pay. Now you move from 5 to 3, and you're not sure if you're getting a back pay or anything like that. The price is going downwards, and you're telling people get involved in it. And no mad people economics that.
As you say, the world is a dynamic and evolving place. When you think about it, Orville Wright and Wilbur Wright, when they started off with an airplane, what is that? You're pedaling on the ground like crazy. Somebody pushing you to see if you could fly off the thing. Where are we today?
Exactly.
We have we even had the Concorde that is just flying you from France to wherever.
Supersonic.
Yeah. You understand? So if we're going to stay in our own little thing,
Space.
we won't get anywhere whatsoever.
If you don't throw somebody old wine, you're not space for the new ones.
Well, they took people into space. Right?
There are some people who can even manage to get up on morning time, but they want to manage your business. They can't manage to get out of bed.
But they managing,
the thing is, we have to get to be in a space where we have to start to think where we're going, what we want to do, positive thinking. But then again, when you have a set of people that is telling you every day, we don't have money, we depend on this for money, and depend on that person for money, how are you going to expect them to give you back pay? You're not even getting front pay, much more to get back pay.
Claire, think about it logically. Just open up your brain just a little bit. People are saying, well, the association don't have no money. Let the government give them some money to bail us out. But actually, you're asking yourself for money now.
Yeah. What people don't realize, we are the government. We
Exactly.
Just
Representing us.
Exactly. But we are the government.
So when I take money from that coffee and say, I take it from you, that money should have go towards doing something else.
Yes.
Or operation, or mode of operation that is wrong.
We have a caller. Good morning. Good morning. I think we lost the caller. But yes, people don't understand that we are the government.
Taxpayers' money.
Yes.
And year after year. And then you find sometime 1 year, at the end of the year, they clamoring. And just for some political reason, the government might say, okay, we'll give you $1 million.
But it's our $1 million.
Our
still.
$1 million. Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Listen, no country in this world that I know run without taxes. And we are the one that supply the taxes to make that
Yes.
country go. Regardless of what people say, or we can cut tax on this, we can cut tax. We're cutting out our nose in that way to spoil our face.
Basically, there is something they call economic cannibalism. That's what it is. You're eating up your own self. You're hungry, so you start to chop out a finger and eat. Then you chop out a hand. Then you chop out a foot. You end up with nothing else. You're gonna dead.
I think the caller is back. Good morning.
Yes, ma'am. Now, what BJ just said again come from the truth again, because last week before in the consultation for the budget, a member of the Nutmeg Board was telling the consultation that government should give something to boost in the increase of the nutmeg price, which will stimulate people to pick up their nutmegs, and it will mean better for the association. A member of the board, he is a member of the board of directors, and he is bringing that to the meeting. Whereas the board should have been taking those guys, if he have that, he should be putting that to the board, and the board should have seen how they could go around to that with the government. Well, here he's telling the government to take that step. In other words, you have to manage. If you're the board have to be in a managing position where they can manage. But you're showing, so the board now depending on government. You're going to make price $5 to attract people. What is behind the $5 after? When you produce the nutmeg, what is happening? What is the sales? What is the Nutmeg Association doing? So you expect government to just keep on propping the association all through? The board has to come up with initiative to handle themselves.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
BJ, were you a member of the board at one point in time?
Yeah, and they kick him
No.
out.
What happened?
JD, let me tell you something. I'm not up for sale. I know where I come from. And bet your last dollar. Money can't buy me and position can't buy me. My country comes first before man and political party. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? And too many times we play, too much politics with important things. And you find that's a problem, a national problem?
It is,
Every
yeah.
important thing we play politics with it.
is,
Every important thing we look at it from a political standpoint. Where we going with that kind of stupidness? Let me tell you something, JD. Politicians are a necessary nuisance, They're necessary because you have to have them to. But in reality, they're wasting people's time, What's wrong with you on that thing? JD, how hard it is to transform those things. Individuals can do it, the farmers cannot do it. It has to be done by legislation. Before somebody tax twice, you hear they change some bill or pass some legislation, that person is supposed to tax so loud. You're not supposed to play music on bus so loud. They're passing that in one day.
You stroke of a pen.
With the stroke of a pen. How comes they cannot change the legislation to deal with pretty larceny and to deal with other institutions that are important in our country, JD? What's wrong with you on that? You think I'm up for sale? Let me tell you something, JD.
Caller, we are coming to you. Make your point,
you have institutions here that can help transform the agriculture sector. And let's zero in on nutmeg here now. We have factory that we can process nutmegs here, nutmeg oil and whatever. And are those things operational? No. What is the reason they're not operational? Because of our bad-mindedness, inefficiency.
Imagine bringing oil from India.
For people to make nutmeg, not so. And other institution in St. Lucia realized that Grenada wasting time.
Exactly.
So they start making the same product because we did forget to register it or whatever, or patent it or whatever.
What the man is saying, Captain, the ship is sinking. Good morning.
The call.
Yeah, I come back again.
Mm-hmm.
My whole thing with this Nutmeg Association because I advocate for nutmeg, all corn farmers, we have to scrap that monopoly. We have to get rid of that monopoly. So we could sell with nutmeg. If a man give us $10 pump of nutmeg, we the bump back to him. So we get $10 pump.
Right.
When Weibo is here, if we get good money for the nutmeg and Weibo say buy the one that green and the dry one. But when we look at it again, the NDC, when you look at some of the men on the board, it's NDCI. But what I find going on now? George Breeden say cut down nutmeg and plant banana. They never cut down nutmeg tree and plant weed. They never tell you cut down nutmeg tree and plant weed. That's why they're going on, because I listen to the Minister of Agriculture. Grandma will be the starting place. It's the best place and it's only weed. So they may cut down nutmeg and plant weed. Okay, bless up for listening.
Okay.
Fine.
But as you said, BJ, if the farmers are going to start to mind their business, shouldn't they come together? And when I say come together, I don't mean you have a meeting today, 20 farmers shop, you have one next week, 5 farmers shop. Come together as a body and get their act together.
You see, Claire, I don't understand, if people realize that the very fabric of our society is being eroded because of our political division. I'm not sure if people understand that. And it's happening right before their very eyes and they can't pick it up. The last time they had, selection of the Senator for Agriculture in SARS school a few months ago, a month or 2 ago. And I was going there, actually arrived there, and me and some people were talking before the meeting started. And they said, something? We elected Sinclair. So the reason why we're going to do that, BJ, is that, if we had to pass a bill, we have more people that will support that bill. Because he's not a member, but he's a supporter of, one other side. No, you cannot elect people for that reason. You already start off wrong. You're already doing it wrong. Your perception of the thing is wrong. That's why when the people go there now, they have to represent a certain political party, because that's the party who put them there. We're letting politics creep into places where they aren't supposed to be. The end result, the formula for that is just like disaster.
Yeah,
you can't run from that. It just creeping in.
We have a caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody okay?
Everybody's fine, thanks.
To hear that. What I would like to know between JD or BJ, how could I obtain some aniseed, the plants, please? I don't know if any one of you could help me, please.
I doubt, aniseed plants, I don't think, probably you might have that seeds available on the market, I don't think. I'll try if I get somebody coming into Grenada, probably could bring up 2 packets for you. Yeah, but you get it from outside. I don't think nobody have any seed plants. Seeds at the moment. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Well,
don't
that is something that because we need a little mobby and we need the aniseed to put in it.
Yeah. That's true.
Some of that in truth.
I see.
Be thankful, please.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
God bless you.
All right.
You're
I'm
welcome.
listening.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna say from my end where I'm sitting here, I'm no agriculturist. I don't know anything but to plant 2 things in the ground and watch my plants. The plants I plant, people cannot eat it. I plant it for beautification, for my thing. But from where I'm sitting here, it seems as though agriculture is doomed.
It's not doomed, Claire.
Well, what is it? Because
we just need to change the way we do our business.
but
It's
we've been
not
saying that
doomed.
forever.
Well, we can say it forever. We tried clamoring against slavery for a long time. It took us a few hundred years.
Oh.
Before we kind of shake out from it. and some people had to dead, some estate had to be burned down. A lot of bad things happen for us to get that freedom. Probably some few things need to happen for us to get that level of freedom. Because some people aren't listening, and they are important. They hit hard.
Like my grandmother said, when you head lead, you're going somewhere else going to pay for it, right? Okay. You know, when we had the ergonomist from St. Lucia, and I said to him jokingly, so you say St. Lucia is doing better than us? Yeah, man. I'm like, I took offense to that seriously.
No.
Hold on, let me tell you why. Because I'm like, you coming to Grenada right now and telling us what we need to do when we already have it in our own, right in front of us, and we're not doing anything with it.
Claire, St. Lucia is a good country.
Yes.
Grenada is a blessed country. We are different from them.
So why is it that they're doing better?
They're not. What make you think they are doing better? Good and bad is relative.
Okay.
It depends on what you're looking at. You understand? Claire might say, you know, something, you look really beautiful this morning, and somebody say, Claire, you look shaggy, you know.
That's true.
It depends on the person's perception.
True.
So when somebody say, yo, we're doing better than you better hush your mouth. You know, you don't make argument over those.
All right.
No, but just
perception is everything, is what you're saying.
Before the guy came in, a survey was done, and St. Lucia got a lot of prompts.
Well, they're doing well. They're doing well.
In relation to
agriculture.
Like?
Yeah. Well, I didn't follow.
What is the GDP in relation to?
You are the agriculturist. Tell me.
No, the point I'm making. Some people use those terms good and bad, and they don't have the data, the facts to back it up. I want to see the facts and the data. If you provide me the information, then I'm able to make a rational analysis. But you couldn't come and say, "Oh, this is better than that," and you just give a blanket statement.
I see where you're coming from.
Let me tell you something, man. I travel a lot of places already. And I've been looking at, I don't like towns and cities. It never attract me. Country life and farm life interests me. And I've seen a lot of farms almost everywhere. And you know something, Claire? There is no country in the world, none, in one little 100 square foot of land, you can find all this different variety of trees except in Grenada.
Yes. Go greens.
You can find mango, golden apple, avocado, banana, sugar apple, coconut, everything in one little bit of land here. You know, to walk from here to there.
True.
Which country in the world are they in? Tell me. Not St. Lucia, not St. Vincent, or Norway. Only Grenada.
So that means we are all farmers in our own right and we do not know.
We are good farmers too.
Yes.
And because the things are easily grown, we take it for granted.
So then, what we should do now, we should take that and run now and say, okay, let's go, let's continue.
Everyone should take it and run and have a plan as to how we're moving forward with it to make good use out of it. I don't think Adam and Eve ever appreciate Eden, you know.
Until they were kicked out?
Exactly.
So just going back to the nutmeg, when Grenada was number 2, now you have over 15 countries, in line. So the same pie, sharing and for all these among the people, the very same pie. So how much you gonna get?
But let me ask, the nutmeg and so that is everybody else is growing. Is it as good as the gold that we have here, though? Because our nutmeg is called gold.
Claire,
I'm listening.
You need to understand that a ripe banana is a ripe banana. And it takes education to make people aware that a ripe one is not just a ripe one, but you have to think about the quality of the fruit that you are eating. What it is that Grenada is doing to promote our nutmeg, we only say in pure Grenada for tourists, and we talk about the beach, and we talk about the forest, and we talk about the lake, and we talk about the sea, but we don't talking about nutmegs and stuff like that,
Because
when we talking about
granted.
pureness, we don't talk fruits and vegetable and stuff, We don't promote those things enough.
As
When
you
you come to Grenada, eat pure. That's what we should be promoting. Come to Grenada for pure food. We don't promote those things. Come to Grenada for pure jab. Come to Grenada for pure whatever. Those things that are pure is tourist based, not agriculture based. Aren't you picking it up?
Look, because we take these things for granted. We think that we'll always have it and people will always know. But like they said, if you don't use it, you lose
So
it.
only jab that is part of our culture, food not part of our culture too.
Well, I didn't say that.
No, I'm just asking you.
Well, I don't know if jab is part of my
Well,
culture
as far
because
as
I've
I'm
never
concerned,
played jab.
no, I'm saying that those are the things that we just promote.
Well, where do we start though? Where do we start to promote pure food, the pure Grenada, the real McCoy of Grenada Pure?
We just have a lot of food fairs and stuff. We just have that in Victoria, we just have that Fish Friday and whatever and in Guava. We can promote with food in a pure way. And promote it not just as Fish Friday, pure Grenada food on Fish Friday.
So where are we going to start with it and who is going to start? Because if we have Fish Friday in Guava and you want it to be pure Fish Friday, then someone from Guava, a team of people from Guava is supposed to promote Guava. If you look at it, every parish should start promoting what they have. We call here Historic St. Patrick because we have where the Caribs were murdered on the jump. Okay, we have that. We have the Welcome Stone. We have the Lake Antoine, that glossy lake. We have that. We have to start promoting our parish. If every parish start promoting what they have and what they have to offer, maybe then it's going to catch on and then we're going to have pure Grenada. Real pure Grenada.
When you treat things as auxiliary, they remain auxiliary.
I got you.
When you treat it as like a side thing, it remains side thing. It's not your main focus, and this is the problem. Agriculture aren't people's main focus. It's something is an afterthought. When you cannot do anything else, you go
back to it
and dig up some land and feed something else in the ground. When you see somebody make some money, you say, well, I probably could make some to have a spare bit of land there. So it's not your trade. It's something that you just indulge in. You don't really like what you're doing. You are not really a farmer. And if you understand what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying because you're BJ. You've been coming here for more than
10 years.
10 years now. And you say the same thing every day. You promote the farm every day. You promote agriculture every Thursday that you come here. Like they chain you like the Energizer button. They give you the chain and then you keep saying it and you're beating your drum go across. What I'm getting is this. Tourism is Grenada's number one. Because everybody talks about tourism and then tourism. After tourism comes agriculture, where it should have been the other way around or married to each other.
Aren't you find somebody more educated people that they put in on some of those boards is the board of tourism? Aren't you find so? Some of them people who supposed to be in other things, you're putting them in tourism because that's what you value. And the other day we have like a COVID
and
everybody stopped travel.
Yes.
And the people on the beach put their hand under the chin, the government put their hand under the chin. And, other people who depend on the trip put their hand under the chin. And you find out, you didn't see how quick they go back and grow some food. Plenty vegetable and things all over the place. You're passing enough stalls set up. COVID sort of are fading away. And you find the stalls are fading away with those things.
Yeah. You see, I always say, for the short time that I've been here, I've always said we are a start and stop nation. We start things, but we never really complete what we start. And this is the detriment to our economy. We start things, we always start like gung-ho. We start to exercise like no tomorrow, everybody want to get fit in 3 months. You lose 5 pounds of your arm or 10 pounds of your leg and then you stop because you reach your goal. But it's an ongoing thing, you're supposed to keep it going.
Yep. Claire, let me tell you something, man. If you're following,
you'll go anywhere, honey.
you just following.
Yes.
You're picking up scrums. You're picking up what people left behind because you're following. There are people in front of you. What Grenada need to do? We need to set trend. We need to lead. We have a lot of things that are going for us. We are the best nutmeg in the world. So aren't we supposed to be the leaders?
We're supposed to be the
We are blessed with good soil.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be the leader in that industry. All right, we're not supposed to be following anyone. No. People should be coming and learn the trade, how to grow it, how to process it, how to do what. We have the best cocoa in the world. Aren't we supposed to be making the best chocolate and the best, cocoa products in the world? And people supposed to be following us? What we're doing, we're sending them away in bags still and collect a change on the side. And then we're paying farmers. From since me born, cocoa is $1 a pound, you know. And me tongue grain about to dead now, and it's $1 a pound still.
We have a call. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, good. I think we started a long time ago. You know. VJ is on point this morning as usual. But this morning, I think you're really on point. We started the process years ago, and we started in Real FM.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think Real FM constantly, for relentlessly over all these years, pushing agriculture? And BJ has been saying the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have to follow, we lead. When our children watch out from the veranda door, they see more plants than almost anybody else in the world. So we start there. We start with the children knowing the names of the plants, the children eating the food in the plants, the children using the plants for music. We have to lead. But we started long ago, but we don't know we start. So Claire.
Yes, sir.
We started long ago.
I believe.
There is on point.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's clear we have to lead.
Same thing that I'm saying. You have been saying this thing for 10 years.
And I still not get tired and
You
worried.
don't get tired and worried yet, and you shouldn't get tired and worried. Somebody, like you say, slavery took 400 years for us to get out of slavery. Yeah. We have to continue speaking.
Andrew said the same thing. Andrew said, BJ, how comes you say the same thing over and over? Well, clearly the price of the thing don't change. Let me tell you something, Claire. Unless we don't make agriculture attractive, unless we don't find good price for a product to act as incentives, unless a man don't have a 5-acre land, plot of land and say, something, I will make this my place of work. We as farmers have to change the way we do things too, We have to go and spend longer time in the farm, and we have to treat it as a job.
It is, yeah.
I'm not saying you have to bend down whole day, because probably nobody can do that. I'm saying that when you get there, this little 1 hour thing and half hour thing where you go and juke 2 little thing and run back home and say you're a farmer, or you make a day walk. You don't make no day walk. You just go and exercise.
Yes.
That's what you did. I'm talking about serious people who, realize that 5-acre land is what I'm using to sustain and maintain my wife and family and whatever, and send the children to school and make sure that they have something proper to eat and we live comfortable. Claire, unless you don't reach that stage, people are going to be despondent, and what they're going to do is that stick a little thing here, go and look for a permanent job down the road, fight and cost with the government for a permanent job. They can't find nothing else because the private sector can't take up everybody. All we have to turn back to what we have left, Claire, is the soil, the lands, This is what we have, Unless we don't make those things meaningful, unless we don't make those things, work and make profits for us, we just wasting the time. We're subsistent. We're just doing it on the edge. And that's not the way to live. People don't have to live just today for today. People have to live today for another day, or is the next generation going to squeeze us in the throat? They will not respect for us. They're going to say you leave a wall behind that you mash up and we can't fix back. Some of them already saying that. What are you leaving for us? We can't fix it.
Exactly. Caller, we coming to you.
You can take
but
the
yeah, BJ, I look at you every Thursday coming here, and I look at JD. You're a bigger farmer than JD. Because JD don't have the mass amount of lands that you do. You don't have to come here because you can spend that 2 hours that you come here doing stuff in your land. And I really appreciate that you do that, because you know what you want for your country and your people. The time has come. It's not coming anymore. The time has come where we are short on food. And a lot of us are still not taking it seriously. Until we get up one morning and we said there is nothing on the shelf in the shop, nothing. And I go to the grocery store and I look at the shelves every time. And you can't find this. You can't find that. You can't find this. And I'm like, who else is paying attention to that?
It's not Grenada alone.
No, it's the world. The world. Canada is in a recession. The US is in a recession. All the major countries in the world are in recession. And let me tell you, we are just a dot
Nothing.
on that world map. And we depend on the outside world for us to survive, or that's what we're thinking, that we depend on the outside world to survive. And if we are not going to start now paying attention to what we have to do in reference to surviving, I'm telling you, we'll be pulling a lot of us in the saltfish box to bury us, because LACWA would not have enough coffin to keep us alive here. Caller, coming to you. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm enjoying your program.
Thank you, sir.
When we discussed just now about the nutmegs, I was intrigued because, those chaps who are controlling the nutmegs, they are ensuring that they make so much from the nutmegs of the farmers. Okay? They're ensuring that they make so much from the nutmegs of the farmers without having the obligation to give the farmer anything out of it. So, they're making plenty, and they'll tell us how much they make, how much million they make for the year, and they laugh because they haven't got to give us anything. And of course, they give those few delegates, they give them a meal. Whenever they go to the general meeting, they give them a meal. And oftentimes, the area meeting is held in an area that looks like the farmer when he's in the field. Yes? Dirty place, no air condition. When when we go to the area meeting, that's how it is. Stage, both the cocoa and the nutmeg. Yeah? That's the area that they put us in. Take, for instance, in the Grenville Nutmeg Pool, where you will scarcely want to sit down and eat a meal. That's where they call you to hold a meeting, okay? Because this is convenient to you, that's where you are accustomed being. But you can't protest. You can't protest. Who are you going to protest to when the governments of the day, am I using that word correctly? Anyway, those in authority, they are ensuring that this happens so that they can keep you subdued. Okay? The point is that there was a time when the government, one of the governments was trying to ensure that we change the system, amalgamate the boats, the nutmeg, and the cocoa, and suddenly the political heads were lifted, and no. The same way we had the referendums, we said no, we don't want that, and then after that, we say we want more money for the nutmegs and we want back pay and so forth. Yeah?
Okay.
Which I think is so unfortunate. Because the education that we have, that we are supposed to have, we give to our children. And they are walking now with what we say, collar and tie. And they look at their parents outside, they steal red ants and mosquito.
Caller, I don't want to cut you short, but we only have 2 minutes before the program ends, so...
Yeah, thank you very much, and maybe I'll call back next time.
Yes, please, call back on Thursday.
Right, good.
Thank you.
Time flies.
Yes.
Time flies.
So, you have your last words, BJ. Continue coming here on Thursday. JD, continue and bring us the information. We need, every one of us needs it.
My final word is, what happens when the delegates go to talk to the agent? That's a very good thing to find out.
Okay.
Claire, I'm not somebody to cry over spoiled milk. You know, if it's bad, you discard it and you start all over again. Claire, we can fix our country. We can fix the agriculture sector. We can make billions for us. Not millions, billions of dollars. It's just that, all right? We're not getting ourselves together and plan this thing properly as to the way we're charting this course, where we're going with this thing, what it is we're doing with it. We're too wild. We're functioning too haywire. Claire, let's face this thing, man. Farmers shouldn't be complaining year after year for a little back pay. True. Farmers should know that we have 100 million to share at the end of December, so they can start planning properly as to what it is they're going to be doing with those monies. Even if you say you're giving back pay, no, the government give 2 million. you still doesn't even know what it is that you are getting at the end of the year. Because it's based on sales, and the board would have to sit down and do the calculation and come up with a whatever. Claire, this is not the way you go about doing business. You have to act in a more formidable way, in a more, what is the word is it? Transparent way.
Thank you, guys. It's 9 o'clock, and we're at the news.
Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest update of news produced by Triple N. Details when we get back.
Good day, Mr. James. I'm just here looking at Grenlec's new mobile app.
Sounds great. Can I use it to check my bill balance?